6 months ago, my testosterone was average. Today, it's 1396 nanograms per deciliter naturally. I'll be breaking down exactly how I more than doubled my testosterone in only 6 months. And if you put this video on full screen and actually pay attention, I'll guarantee that you'll know exactly how you can do it too, no matter your genetics. So here's the truth, most guys will never fix this. They'll scroll past and stay stuck at 400 and they'll blame it on their genetics. But that's not you. You're watching this because you know that you're capable of more. You just need to do the right things in the right order. Number one, I fixed the one thing that was holding me back. There's one thing in your life right now that's stopping you from reaching 1,000 plus testosterone. If you can find out this one thing, your testosterone is gonna go through the roof. For some people it's diet, for others it's exercise. For me it was sleep. Once I fixed my sleep, my testosterone went through the roof because it was sleep that was holding me back from naturally having high testosterone. So if you can find out what is the one thing that is holding you back, what's the one bad habit, the one vampire that's sapping all of your energy away? Now here's how I fixed my sleep. You need to have a consistent wake time and bedtime every single night, even on the weekends. At worst case, wake up an hour later or stay up an hour on the weekends, but no longer than that. This is gonna regulate your entire endocrine system, so your body knows when to release cortisol and testosterone and all other hormones. This is the most important thing you can do for sleep. Then I got my light behavior right. I started viewing sunlight in the mornings and throughout the day and viewing sunlights whenever I can. This is gonna release cortisol, allow your body to regulate stress, increase testosterone, allow you to regulate your pineal gland and all of these different functions in your body. And I also cut out all artificial lights in the evening. You wanna start limiting screens. Before 1 hour to 3 hours before bed, you want to turn off screens. And if you're using it, let's say 2 to 3 hours before bed, you want to activate a blue light blocking filter like Iris or F-Lux on your computer or on your phone. You can go into the settings and you can activate either black and white mode or complete red mode, and you can activate it with 3 clicks on your power button. Then I changed out all of my lighting. My lamps, literally the lamps that you have affect your biology so much. So I got incandescent lights. So there's different type of lightings. There are LEDs, there's halogen lights, and most lighting nowadays are artificial. It's harmful for us. We're not designed to process this. It's really powerful, just like the sun is powerful. Our lighting is powerful. And I also try to keep the room as dark as I possibly could, so my room is completely pitch black. I also started supplementing with at least 200 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, and I limited my caffeine intake to no later than 2 p.m. Preferably the latest is 12 p.m. And I waited until after 90 minutes after waking up to allow my body to wake up naturally so my cortisol doesn't get thrown off. And instead of scrolling and frying my brain, I started reading like your grandfather with the 1,000 plus testosterone did, getting knowledge into my brain, learning, actually improving myself. Number 2, diet. I ate like a lion, not a lab rat. Your body doesn't make testosterone out of thin air. It needs raw materials, cholesterol, micronutrients, minerals, bioavailable proteins, and creatines. I stopped eating soy-filled garbage and I ate what our ancestors ate. This is red meat, eggs, raw dairy, organs, and raw honey. This is what your foundation is gonna be built on. Okay, red meat, ground beef, organic and grass-fed and grass-finished optimally. This is when the cow eats only grass. But even if it's not that, it's better than everything else, okay? So start eating as much meat as you possibly can, and at least 7 to 10 eggs, and get some livers, get some raw liver, some beef heart, okay, organs. This is what our ancestors ate and thrived upon. Raw honey, fruit, all of this is what I incorporated into my diet. I ate an ancestral diet, and this made my testosterone go through the roof. And the rule of thumb that I lived by, if it didn't exist 1,000 years ago, I didn't need it. Number 3, habits. I built a testosterone boosting lifestyle. I started viewing morning sunlight every single morning for at least 10 to 30 minutes every single damn day. Okay, this regulated all of my hormones in the proper way. And I also started lifting heavy as fuck and sprinting, okay? I trained like a fucking warrior did, and I sprinted like I was chasing my next meal, okay? I didn't eat until 3 hours after I woke up, so I was fasted, I was hungry. This is how your ancestors lived, okay? They didn't just wake up in the morning and got served some fucking artificial cereals, okay? They went out, hunted down an animal, and you need to do the same. You need to make sure that the habits that you're doing on a daily basis is actually benefiting your testosterone rather than depleting your testosterone. This includes, are you inside all day? You need to go outside, get morning sunlight, get sunlight throughout the day. Are you not being active enough? You need to exercise on a daily basis and develop new habits that are contributing to improving your testosterone. And this is also a lifestyle. It's not something you do for a few weeks and then stop. This is something that you do today and for the rest of your life. And if you're serious about leveling up your testosterone and building an aesthetic physique, then go and follow me over on Instagram, which is the link in the description. I drop daily tips and actionable advice that you don't want to miss. Number 4, I lowered my stress and boosted my dopamine. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which absolutely destroys testosterone levels. If your mind is weak, your hormones will be weak automatically, okay? This is a science of epigenetics and neuroscience. How you think, if you're stressed out chronically, your hormones will be whack, okay? What you think, if you think an erotic thought, what happens? You get an erection. If you think a stressful thought, you releases cortisol, okay? So your mind, you need to eliminate chronic stress. So I started doing this. This is the most powerful thing you will ever hear in your entire life. Go outside into nature while you're viewing sunlight, while you're grounding, and while you're breathing like your ancestors did. There is nothing more that will extend your life apart from having an animal-based diet, not sleeping like shit, not fucking sitting inside all day. That will extend your life, raise your testosterone, improve your brain function, every single health metric, than doing this practice right here, okay? There's no fucking pill or supplement, okay? Live like your fucking ancestors is. Walk out into nature, ground yourself, get sunlight, okay? Take off your fucking shirt, get sunlight on your chest. Optimally get sunlight on your balls. It's called sunning your balls, okay? I took off my fucking pants and I let the fucking sunlight, like your ancestors, hundreds of thousands of years lived, okay? So I started doing this practice as often as I possibly can. And if you can do this practice as often as you can, you will see great results too. And last, number 5, I cut out endocrine disruptors. I stopped poisoning myself. Most guys are literally sabotaging their testosterone with chemicals in their food, water, and even deodorant. So I went full jungle boy mode. I started living like Tarzan, cutting out every single endocrine disrupting chemical that I could find. I stopped drinking out of plastic water bottles and I got glass water bottles. I cut out all soy and seed oils. I started reading the ingredient list on every single thing I ate, and I only bought organic so I didn't get any pesticides. And I stopped using artificial shampoos, body wash, and perfumes, which are literally filled with tons of phthalates, which is a classified endocrine disrupting chemicals that mimics estrogen and blocks testosterone production and causes smaller penis growth in fetuses. And I replaced them with natural alternatives like eggs for my hair, which sounds weird, but it's what your ancestors used, and it's not weird at all. It's more weird that someone's using an artificial chemical bomb with 20 different ingredients that are literally killing your sperm. Then I fixed my water supply. Water is filled with chemicals like atrazine, which turns frogs gay, phthalates, which fucking kill sperm, okay, microplastics, PFAS, fluoride, which destroys your gut microbiome and pineal gland and calcifies it, and tons of other things, okay? So what I got is a reverse osmosis water filter, which almost filters out all of these bad chemicals. So this is all I did to stop living like a modern technology addict and a primal being. Now you might think that all of this sounds extreme. Isn't it extreme that our testosterone is 400 nanograms per deciliter when your grandfather had 3 times higher than that? Isn't that extreme? You have to take extreme measures because these companies are taking extreme measures to make as much money as they possibly can and have as much power as they possibly can over you, and they do this throughout lowering your testosterone and making you infertile. Most guys will never hit 1,000 plus testosterone because they're not ready to make these changes. But if you watch this far, then I know that you're not most guys. If you want to skip the trial and error and get a proven step-by-step system tailored to you, then you need personalized coaching. So if you want to 2 to 3x your testosterone levels over 1,000 nanograms per deciliter and build an aesthetic physique faster than 99% of guys, then I have you all covered out. My clients have hit testosterone levels over 1,000 nanograms per deciliter using my personalized system. Inside my coaching, I'll help you build a custom testosterone maxing system to ensure you that you get above 1,000. I'll help you follow a step-by-step nutrition plan designed for testosterone and muscle growth. And I'll develop a training routine that you can be consistent with and that gets you results and that gets you aesthetic, that gets you to build that aesthetic V-tapered physique. And I'll implement powerful lifestyle changes that makes a huge difference in your testosterone, and I'll track and optimize everything to ensure that you're being consistent with this, because none of this matters if you can't be consistent with it. But listen, this isn't for everyone. I only take on a few serious clients per month to ensure that they get insane results. So if you're serious about this, then click the top link in the description to book a completely free call with me today, and let's get to work right now.